Opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Fields. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A give. This is Montgomery. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup. 17 yards and a bare first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. At the Falcons' 14-yard line. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now it's Fields. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Oh, you got deep? Switch. 36. Finish strong.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, Fields. Open man right side is Ingram. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here comes Johnson on the return. Well, now how about this return? And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Thompson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got a man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now Thompson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
45. Mike, 45.
On second down, it's Montgomery. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Thompson. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On second down, Montgomery looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo now for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Off play action, Fields rolling to his right, finds his tight end Ingram, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Montgomery back to the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's get there. Check. 45.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run. Montgomery. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. One play action. Fields. And this is Parker, complete. And he's brought down. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw. Thompson. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Bears take over. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. On third, here's an option play right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They snap it to Fields. Flush to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Falcons grab it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's look at it. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's Franks now from the shotgun. Rolling to his left. And it's a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Bump over the mic.
Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Franks. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Franks. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
You don't wait. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't. Hey, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Hey, check Mike, 45.
Working out of the gun, Franks. Flushed out right. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Off play action. Thompson. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Thompson. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, Montgomery sheds off the tackle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Now here's Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Thompson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain...
And got his man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the 3rd quarter. Another big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll set them back 5. off the play fake. Here's Franks. Forced out to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. A gain of 3, second down.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second down at 7. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Read option, here's Montgomery. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Thompson. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Thompson now. Throwing on first down. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now Thompson looking to throw on second down, and he fires Here's one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Thompson. He finds his man Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Thompson. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the
And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it.
We have seen this before. And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Let's go. Right there. 55.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Setting up play action. Franks. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Franks looking to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a third and about 13.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Franks now. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Franks. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Thompson on third down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Thompson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He was looking for Parker that time, but it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off play action. Franks sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Room here to run. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Thompson. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Thompson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, Thompson. Throw left side complete. That's Delgado. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields rolling to his right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. That's us. Right? Jim. 54's Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Fields. Buying time to his left. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Thompson. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. Runs over it. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Back to Montgomery on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. On play action, Fields. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. At CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back, but he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Check, watch the before. Man, I got you. Right there, 54. 54, Mike. Check. Hey, one set. Check. 22, check.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Chicago! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Fournette, first down, still going. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Leonard Fournette, 43 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Cohen now to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The timeout here is we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st down, Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. He's got the first down and more inside. And he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. Oh, he bowls over him. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Let's go one more. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Army.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Here's a give to Fournette. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back.